I've never been the one to play it safe. I might play a little dirty someday, and I'm following fate. They say I'm the chosen one.
Hey guys, this is Griffin's Art, and I'm Quinn. Welcome back. So I got my new filming arm to go with my new camera. I got a light for artwork. Of course, it's nothing super expensive or big, but it helps a lot. Today we're not going to be really doing any art, but I told you guys that I was going to do a run through of all my Inktober supplies. So I'm going to have Inktober supplies with a couple of extra things, and then I'm going to do an acrylic painting for the next video that will be posted shortly after this one, hopefully. So I wish you guys luck, and wish me luck. Let's hope this goes right. I found a new filming software. I promise I'm not going to give anybody seizures anymore. Gryffin, not Gryffin out, but Griffin's ready. Who's ready to start looking at my supplies? I know I am. Hey guys, this is my new overtop view, so we're gonna head and go get started. I know I've already done what's in my pencil case, but I haven't shown you guys what's in my pencil case for Inktober, basically. So, you guys already know I went through my pencil case before. So, right here, this is better organized. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Up close and personal. So I have two erasable Faber-Castell Perfection pencils. My blue, red, this one's supposed to be in here. My blue, red, and green and 2B lead pencils. 2mm lead pencils. Then this is supposed to be right here. These are two Fudoseko calligraphy pens. I'm missing one of these. I just bought these. These are from Blick. They're their brand, and I love them so far. These are some of the best water brushes I've ever bought. You get 3 for $5, and it's a really good deal. I really love these brushes. Then I have my 2B lead, and then I got some new inking materials. These are Marabou Graphics fine liners. This is a 4.0. This is a 0.8 in no specific order. It's a big chunky guy right there. This is a 2.0 or 0.2, real small guy. And then my most favorite and my most used right now, my brush nib. I love this thing. It's like you can see I used it. I've been using this a lot for inking, and I love it. I already knew this was going to be the one I use the most. So I've got those. I have this new Moped retractable big eraser because, well, I got a new retractable Pentel blue eraser. The one I had before was an older version, and it was red. So it got blue, so I got matching. Then I have a black Inkjoy 1mm Papermate pen. I have a Office Depot blue ink pen, Office Depot red ink pen, a white gel pen, which is actually supposed to go right there, but I don't use it very often. This is a dollar store correction pen, and when I have big white lining type things, that's what I do with this. This is a dollar store. They come in a pack of 3. They're black gel pens, and I actually really like to use these for writing and stuff. I don't know. I've never used them to sketch. I probably should. I have had problems with one of them not working all the way, so they're kind of covered in acrylic paint. I have 2 of these dollar store hand lettering pens. One of them is a fine tip, which is the one I use the most. And this one's kind of dried out, so I need to maybe put some water. They're water based, so putting a little bit of water on them and maybe bring it back to life. And this one's a chisel tip. They're water based, so they spread. I just went ahead and threw this in there. This is a Sharpie extra fine point. in here. And then I have my red and blue leads for my pencils. I left the colorful one out for the green because I don't use the green too often. And then my Speedball pen holder. And this comes with 2 different nibs. So I'll go ahead and put all this stuff back in here. So yeah, I've taken quite a bit out of my pencil case, I think, which has been nice. And then I keep the other nib. I only bought a pack of 2 because I didn't know if I was actually going to like using these too much. And they work. I like it. It's okay. And then this is the other nib right here. And I just keep it in there and it doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, so nice and sharp. So that's what's in my pencil case for Inktober. We're going to go ahead and zoom. Actually, I like this. This is what my inks came in, but as you can see, I had them set. They set like, this is actually the same color that did it. I had them set in like that. And these are my first time having acrylic inks. So they were set like that, and I have to shake them before I use them because they, you know, they separate a little bit. But I still like the inks really good. So instead I just take this and I'm going to use this as like a palette for them if needed be. So this is actually a hard palette, which I actually like. I'm actually probably going to cut that off and just use it for acrylic paint mixing and stuff like that, and ink paint mixing. Then I have the standard foam plates for when I need to toss. I know foam's not really the best thing to be using, but it's really all they had in stock, and I needed plates. I have a big pack of these that I bought for $2, and I use those for my acrylic paints that I just got. They're just the Apple Barrel brand from Walmart. And everybody, here comes Zelly. All you see was her shadow. Should we do an... Look at this, you guys. We can do a Zelly cam. Zelly Billy. All you can see is her tail. Someone say hello? Yeah. There's Zelly Belly. Doing her you gonna say hi? Yeah. Okay, Miss Star. Here, go back over to your corner. So now I'm just gonna go through my inks. So these are not inks, these are acrylic paint. So my acrylic paint from Walmart comes in these little 2-ounce bottles. They're the Apple Barrel brand. But the problem is, so like I would just take one of these and dump it out. And I know these are cheap paints, but I still feel like a waste, not want not. So I went to the dollar store and got some of these smaller clip bottles so that I could just open them up when needed be. You know, like, you know, open them up, use my paint, close it so they don't dry out. Because if you don't know, if you leave Apple Barrel paint sitting for more than an hour while you're still painting, they start to get goopy and they start to separate and they get stringy. So this was my way of combating that. I don't know, it just doesn't look like that one's closed. So these are my inks, and then these are my acrylics. And I just put them because they're both acrylic based. So I have a green one. I bought a set of 10. So I have a green one, a white one that I have wonderfully used. I used that one in the owl painting video. Then I have a purple that I just showed you guys. Then I have a brown. And the reason why I bought the acrylics is because I didn't want to use my acrylic inks to do all the painting until October. Then I have some gold. This one really likes to separate. So if you're going to get Speedball acrylic gold ink, I would definitely suggest shaking it well before use. And then I've got this really pretty turquoise. I'm in love. Like, I love red, you guys, but I still love my blues. I love that. I love that Zelly can kind of still do her thing, and she's not in the video. Oh, don't get me wrong. So this doesn't even look like a color right now because it's not shaking up. The silver and the gold seem to separate because they kind of got like that, what do they call it? They separate a little bit, but they have like the gold, like the speckles in it. Can't remember. Iridescent. They have that iridescent glow to them. Then this is the black. The black ink is so nice. And it does not take a lot, you guys. I will be honest. It does not take a lot of this stuff. So these little bottles, you're thinking, oh, that's going to last me all through September. All through October. Probably not. But it doesn't take a lot of it. My favorite color. This is red. It's called Scarlet Red. I just call it red. And then we have like a indigo blue. So those are those. And then I just have a pink, a white, just a really pale skin color so that I don't really have to mix a base. A yellow, which is not really the best, but it works, gets the job done. It just takes a couple layers. I haven't had any problems with layering except the pink and the yellow. Every other one I've only really had to do 2. I've got a brown, a purple, a black, a blue, a red, and a green. So I was thinking about, if when I run out of inks, I'm thinking about trying to maybe make my own acrylic inks. I'm going to look into it. I think there's a way to do it. But, so those are my inks and my acrylics. And the next thing I'm going to show you is probably like my favorite thing yet. The next thing I'm going to show you guys are my paintbrushes. I just bought these. I'm in love with them. Believe it or not, these are by Royal Length. They're by Royal Length thing. They're like a really good brand, but these are like the big kids brushes. And I seen a video a while back where they did a cheap art supply haul, and they got these. And you guys, to be honest, they're natural hair. They are amazing. Like, compared to the ones that I had before that I got from Hobby Lobby, I bought these from Walmart. And it was like $7 for 15 brushes. And I absolutely just love them. So you kind of like, and they're colorful, you guys. They're colorful. Like, an artist needs color. I have learned never to buy my paintbrushes from Bic brand ever again. Well, that's actually the same brand as these, believe it or not. That's Royal. And then this is, yeah, right there's the brand name. I don't think you can see it. It says Royal Langnick. I can't pronounce it. But that's just a really small one I have, because the smallest one that comes in this kit, for some reason, is, oh, here it is. Yeah, it's right here. The smallest one that comes in here is this small script brush. And I think this is the large one. Yeah, this is a size 1, and this is a size 1. This one's just longer. I haven't really found a use for this one yet. So I have all those. So I have 3 rounds, 3 of these red ones, and it looks like I have 3 gold ones, and then and then it looks like I got 2 yellow ones, and then I got this purple fan brush that I'm absolutely just in love with. So that's kind of what I got for my new paintbrushes. And these are all in new storage containers as well. I don't keep these in the same container that I keep my cheap ones, because my cats like to chew on them, specifically my Co-Star. So this was a CBD bottle that my mom had. It's a glass bottle, but I use it for when I have my inks. I just use the eyedropper part of it. So I have the eyedropper that I can just put water in here and kind of clean it out. I have a pocket knife. Not going to pull it out on screen, but this is like if I need to cut things that are larger, and I happen to lose scissors all the times, but for some reason my knife is always there. My favorite Castile pencil sharpener, I put that in here. I have an extra 2 GB SD card for my camera. And then I have these little bottles that I plan on testing my inks with. This is just some stuff that I found in a science kit that I had a long time ago that I thought would be great. This could be like a palette knife. That's what I'm going to call it, a palette knife. Some tweezers. And a scalpel that I actually need to sharpen. You know, like, I mean, it'd be more for like cutting things, like a project knife or whatever. And then this really old little pipette. You know, they work. They're great for inking too, for dropping ink onto plates and stuff. So this is kind of just like my little tool case. Put that over here. This is just some inking and some fountain pen stuff in here that I will be using. I'm not really going to pull those out too much because they're a fountain pen. If you don't know how to use a fountain pen, I suggest looking it up before you do it. And the last but not least, the sketchbook I am using for Inktober is a Strathmore, I think it's a 400 series, so it's like one of the best you can get. Superior. The best superior. That's in Spanish, so the best. And this is just some testing I did. I know, I did testing with that, you guys. So you can see, like, the swatches. I don't know, I find swatching fun but boring at the same time. That was just pencil erasers, and I was just messing around with the ink and the pen nibs. Kind of transferred onto that page, but other than that, this is, it's a tone tan. I plan on using this for all of my video work for Inktober. And that is pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Gryffin out.